When you think of 2020, how could you have better prepared for what happened? There was no game plan for a global pandemic. And now 2021 is here. Doesn't matter who you are, this thing affected all of us. January 2020, 19,000 fans, T-Mobile Arena, the house is packed. Everybody's going wild because it's the long-awaited Conor McGregor versus Donald Cerrone, UFC 246. One of my favorite things to do on my personal time, and one of the things that I don't know when I'll be able to do. We're all having a great time, and little did we know change was about to happen. A couple of things that I want to point out to you to keep in mind was this. At that time, the Washoe County median price sold was $405,000, and the client satisfaction rate for my personal team was 96.5. You'll see why this matters. Then March comes around. March was a cool month, I thought. I fly out to Mexico because we fly to go see a friend who is getting married. And while we're there, we're so close to Guadalajara that for the first time in about, 25 years, I go meet some family that I hadn't seen since I was a little boy. And that was a cool time. Got to hang out with them. They got to meet Ella. At the time, Nadia was pregnant. Big old belly because we got our twins on the way. And then from there, we head out to Cancun just for some downtime, just to chill, relax, and just enjoy life a little bit. And the trip got cut short because all of a sudden, I'm getting phone call after phone call, text after text, just an unusually higher than normal level of activity. And I'm just sitting there scratching my head, trying to enjoy my time off with Nadia and Ella, thinking, what the heck is happening? Why is everybody panicking? Every text, every voice message was not good. And not that they were complaining about me, but that they were fearful. News breaks that there's this global crisis, this virus that is affecting everybody, and now people are second guessing their decisions. They don't know whether they should follow through with the refinance. They don't know whether they should buy that home that they've been working so hard to get into. They just don't know. Jobs are starting to be impacted, incomes are starting to be impacted, and people just don't know. So needless to say, vacation turned into work because now I'm just doing damage control. Now I'm just calling people, trying to inform myself on what the heck is going on, because as I'm out of the country, the world is shutting down. So as this is happening, I really don't know what to think. I really don't know what the solution is. All I know is I have to get back home and handle this. So now we're in March, and the median home price sold in Washoe County has climbed up a little bit to $415,000. Going into April, as I'm learning about this shutdown and as businesses are being required to limit occupancy and things just changing and loss of jobs and just loss of incomes, I'm thinking, okay, this is not good for my industry. This means if there's no incomes, if there's no jobs, then there's really no motivation for people to want to buy a home right now. That's just not what they're going to want to do. Makes sense, right? It would make sense to anybody. No income, no purchase. That just makes total sense to me. But little did I know at the time that I was wrong. During this same time, we saw something that we hadn't seen since 2011, which was a big economic event. That was the US's biggest, greatest recession that we had been through in a long time. And since then, we hadn't seen the record low interest rates as they kept dropping and dropping and dropping to just new lows. I'm talking about people getting fixed 30-year loans less than 3%, which is insane. That's not something that you saw in a long time. Like I mentioned, the last time we saw something like this was during the Great Recession. You've seen what happened in the first half of 2020. Stay tuned to see what happens next as we close out the year.